Hi, guys. I cannot believe that we are here. This is launch week of House of Wise, my CBD company for women to help them take control of their sleep, sex, and stress. And I am feeling so many things. I am scared. I am excited. I have imposter syndrome. I hope everything goes smoothly. There's so many things I'm feeling right now, but I wanted to take a moment and share this with you guys. I have been working on House of Wise for, honestly, 2 years. It started when I was navigating a divorce. I had 3 kids under the age of 5. My company got acquired, and I was stressed. I was not sleeping well. I couldn't focus during the day. And I turned to CBD and microdosing THC, and it helped me. It helped me so much. I cut back on my drinking. I was sleeping better. My workouts were getting better. I started to feel like myself again. And I realized that when I would tell my friends about this and there was a stigma and they were like, I don't touch that stuff. I'm okay. Like, I don't want to be a stoner. Like, I just don't feel comfortable. But then I would talk to them and tell them about the benefits. And they're like, oh, okay, well, what brand do you use? And over time, I realized I was just like a brand ambassador for all these other brands. And I wanted to build this. I knew that women need this, but we need a brand and a company and a product that you can trust from people that you can trust. And so we're launching House of Wise this week. It's been 2 years in the making, working with a team of chemists, finding packaging partners and co-packers and testing products, iterating on products, making sure there's the right dose of melatonin and L-theanine and all the things to bring 6 products to market. And I'm so excited for you guys to try them. But for today, I wanted to share 6 things that I have learned while building a company with 3 kids in the middle of a global pandemic. So here we go. Number 1, for me, when thinking about starting a company or starting anything, a side hustle, a newsletter, organization, if you're starting a meetup, whatever you're thinking about starting, you have to love the mission behind it. And it has to get you pumped every day. If you don't love the thing you're working on, it will fizzle out. And those nights and weekends when you need to work on it will feel like work. And the trade-offs won't feel proportionate or rational. But when you love the thing that you're doing and you know that you are so uniquely positioned to do it, it doesn't feel like work. Like, I am so excited every day to reach out to new people, tell them about the product, see if they're interested in helping us build this. That to me is just bringing me so much energy in life. The average span for a founder when starting a company is like 7 to 10 years. So just think about that. Would you date someone for 7 to 10 years if you were just kind of like, it's kind of cool, tolerable? Like, no, you want to be like in love with it. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is a hot take, like maybe not every founder would agree with me on this, but for me, I have to do everything myself first so that I understand how it works. This is my first time ever building a physical product, something that people are going to ingest. And the fact that it is in the world of CBD and cannabis, there are extra layers of, cannabis lawyers and FDA regulations and making sure that it's safe for someone to ingest. But on top of all of that, there's finding packaging partners and co-packers and shipping and how do you do that and designing mailer boxes and everything. And so my approach to starting a company is I'm going to do everything first, learn it. I may only take it to the 10-yard line and then hand it off, but I want to know so I can have empathy and be able to hire the right people and support them along the way. If I just took all of my knowledge gaps and plugged in people who knew how to do it, that's great. I will probably go a little faster, but I will never know the right questions to ask, and I'll never be able to hire the best people. So know enough to be dangerous and hire great people. Number 3, I would say starting a company at any time is a roller coaster. In a global pandemic, it's like the Tower of Terror. You are at extreme highs and extreme lows. And so my tip is, whatever you're starting, don't overemphasize either. Enjoy the highs when someone reaches out to you and you get like a potential new investor, you secure that meeting with a potential partner, or your product comes back and they nail it and you feel so good about it. Like, enjoy those moments, but don't overemphasize them. And the lows, those come. And when those happen, don't let it absorb you. Don't let that give you imposter syndrome or feel like you're not doing the thing you're supposed to be doing. Take everything in stride and just focus on your end goals. Which brings me to my next point. When you feel imposter syndrome coming on, or you have one of those lows, which you will have multiple times a week, have your hype women or men, your hype people, have them and know that you can count on them. Call them. Know when you need someone to be like, hey, that happens to everyone. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna get ready. You're gonna do this. You're gonna kill it. Like, just whatever they're gonna say to bump you up. I remember I had a really frustrating call, and I got off the phone and I called Janine, my friend Janine. Her Twitter handle is literally my friend Janine. And she hyped me up and she was like, you are doing the thing you are meant to do. Like, you are killing it. Look at how far you've come with this company in a short amount of time. And when I was having imposter syndrome, like, can I do this? Like, can I actually do this with 3 kids at home? Like, I have those moments. And then I call those people and I'm like, I've got this. Like, we're gonna keep going, because even if it fails, I am learning so much and I am trying to make a difference in women's lives. And that is worth waking up for. So find your hype people. And for those that are watching that, you know who my hype people are, you know, because I call you and text you often. Thank you for being there for me, especially leading up to this week of launching. That leads me to my next point, which is kind of connected to the last one, but a little different in that online communities can support you through all of this. Being vulnerable and sharing the highs and the lows with an online community can lead you to so many open doors and solutions, sometimes faster. So, for example, when I was fundraising, I knew that I had a knowledge gap in packaging. Like, I had never done that before. And I found an investor who is like, knows every D2C company, Nick Sharma. And he literally, when I brought him on as an investor, and I remember emailing him being like, I don't think I have the right packaging partner. Like, this is taking so long. Like, what is happening? He immediately, like within minutes, had introed me to 5 new packaging partners and was so helpful in getting me to people that could coach me through it. And it took me being vulnerable to say, I feel like I'm not going down the right path. Vulnerability is scary because you are giving voice to the fact that you don't know what you're doing. I would say, to summarize this point, is it's okay to share what you don't know and be vulnerable. Online communities like Twitter, like, I literally am building House of Wise because of Twitter, because I feel a support system there. They're with me every step of the way. I had my first press mention with House of Wise, and I can feel that people feel invested in my journey, and that means so much because I get to celebrate all these tiny milestones with incredible humans where I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Last but not least, I want to say that whatever you're starting, whether you're a wise woman helping me, or you are starting a new book club, or you are wanting to launch your own newsletter or podcast or YouTube channel, whatever you are trying to start, your to-do list is going to be 1,000 miles long, and you're never going to get to all of it in one day. Focus on the thing in front of you, do it well, and know that you'll always have more things to do. Once you accept that your to-do list will never go away, it makes it a little bit more like, okay, it's always going to be there. I'm going to focus on these couple things. This is what I'm doing. Right now I'm filming this. I'm gonna give it all of my attention, and then when I'm done with this, I will move on to the next thing. But if I were thinking about my to-do list, I wouldn't be able to form a complete sentence, let alone talk to you guys. So focus and finish. I've said it before. If you haven't checked out my efficiency video about how I approach every day, go check it out. So those are my tips about launching a company in a pandemic and some things that I've learned along the way. If you like this or want to check out House of Wise this week, I'll be sharing the link below, but like and subscribe. Tell me if you've started a company or started something new while you're at home during COVID. Would love to hear from you and what you've experienced along the way. But I'm going to go and now focus on getting House of Wise out into the world this week. So thank you guys for watching.